Hello, I'm thrilled to welcome all of you to the first virtual Congress of the International Spiritist Medical Association. As you may have already heard, we have over 1,000 attendees registered for this event. This is just awesome. We have people from South America, Central America, North America, several countries in Europe. So, depending on your time zone, for some of you, I should say good morning. And for some of you, I should say good afternoon or good evening. But wherever you are, know that we are grateful for your participation. Well, this has been a very difficult year. No matter where we live, we all have had many challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Some of us got sick with COVID-19. Some had a family member infected. Some lost a loved one to COVID-19. Several of you were or still are working in the front line. There has been so much suffering in the world. Many people stressed out, losing jobs, feeling anxious or depressed with isolation. However, everything has a positive side. If we just look back into history, we see that catastrophes bring pain, but are always followed by progress. The coronavirus pandemic will not be different. While we are enduring pain and suffering, there has been signs of progress already. Progress in science, progress in technology, and most important, some signs of social progress. Just to mention a few, we have seen an increase in philanthropic assistance at the individual and collective level. Some changes in the philosophical view of life, and a positive change in the attitude towards nature and environment, an increase in the interest for spirituality. And we are hopeful that these positive changes are here to stay. This virtual event is actually happening because of the pandemic, believe it or not. At the beginning of this year, our board of directors was discussing how we could handle all the events that were already scheduled in Europe. An European journey known as Periplo Europeu in Portuguese. Was then when we decided to get out of our comfort zone and take the challenge of organizing a single virtual event and try to make up for as many physical events as we could. And thanks to the pandemic, the tools of webcasting have become more readily available to everyone. We first planned for translations into 5 languages. But at the end, because of time, we had to drop German translation. So we apologize to those who speak German, and we promise that after the event, we'll be working on translations and translation to German, and we'll release the videos in YouTube for you. Well, this is our first large virtual event, and we are aware that there's room for improvement. But what is important is that this event is within the mission of the International Spiritist Medical Association, which includes to talk about scientific evidence of the beneficial impact of spirituality on health, to discuss with our healthcare colleagues the benefit of a spiritual approach in clinical practice, to bring awareness that we are all a spirit that manifests thoughts, sentiments, and emotions through the physical body, and that an effective treatment has to care for the physical body as well as for the soul. So, our main objective is to bring experts to share their experiences, their research, their knowledge, everything that can contribute to stimulate a change in healthcare practice, to support giving more attention to the spiritual needs of patients. It is not enough to refer the patient to a religious or a spiritual care. As their healthcare provider, we can and we should assess their spiritual concerns and needs. We should at least listen and show empathy. Let them know that we are with them to help them all the way. I'm aware that in many countries, depending on the healthcare system, time to see a patient is very limited. But this is something that we hope will change with time as patients themselves begin to demand change. In the meantime, we can always give our patients a sense of solidarity, hope. We can show compassion, and we can be present for them. I'm also aware that many healthcare professionals are already working within a spiritual integrative approach. The major goal of the Spiritist Medical Association is to inspire more and more professionals to care for the spiritual needs of their patients. And we also want to nurture and support those who already do so. But we cannot talk about the mission of the Spiritist Medical Associations without talking about the person who created and nurtured these organizations with tremendous enthusiasm. I believe that many of you have known Dr. Marlene Nobre, and those who never got the chance to meet her, the video that we aired at the beginning of this event gave you a glimpse of who was this extraordinary person. And if you missed the video, we'll play it again tomorrow. Dr. Marlene Nobre was an exemplary leader who worked tirelessly, traveling from country to country during the European journey and to other places around the world, giving lectures and interviews online, writing articles and books, and also working at the Spiritist Center in Sao Paulo and at the charitable organization that she supported. As a practicing physician herself, and with her strong background in Spiritism, she felt the urge to work for a change of the materialist medical paradigm into a new paradigm that would promote a practice that treats the person as a whole, body and soul integrated as one. With this idea in mind, she was together with the physicians who founded the very first Spiritist Medical Association in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And from there, she soared, helping organizing a number of regional associations. Then she founded the Brazilian organization, and finally in 1999, she took one more step and founded the International Spiritist Medical Association. Her aim was to foster the creation of Spiritist medical associations internationally as units that work together in promoting spirituality in the healthcare practice around the world. Currently, there are 8 national organizations affiliated with the International Spiritist Medical Association, which I will list in alphabetical order: Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, France, Panama, Portugal, Switzerland, and United States. 2 additional organizations are in preparation and will join us soon: United Kingdom and Uruguay. Following up with Dr. Marlene Nobre's plan, we keep fostering and stimulating the creation and integration of more Spiritist medical associations. With her scientific vision, Dr. Marlene Nobre always strongly encourages us to pursue research that could contribute to show the benefits of spirituality in health, and research that could help in demonstrating the Spiritist phenomena through scientific evidence. And to that extent, many Brazilian Spiritist physicians and scientists have been contributing enormously with their research and publications in international peer-reviewed journals. Unfortunately for us, she has passed to the spirit realm, but she left us a precious legacy, and she left us with this huge responsibility to carry on the mission of the Spiritist medical associations with passion, with dedication, and with rigor to maintain the Spiritist principles along with scientific thinking. So we are extremely grateful to Dr. Marlene Nobre for her leadership while she was here with us and for her legacy. And I want to humbly thank her again, as well as all the spiritual benefactors led by Dr. Bezerra de Menezes, who have inspired and assisted us from the spiritual realm during the organization of this event. We are grateful to the speakers who accepted our invitation to participate in this event. We express our utmost appreciation for their commitment, for taking time out of their busy schedule to prepare and deliver their talk, for their willingness to share with us their experience and knowledge. So, to all the speakers, we express our profound respect and gratitude. We are also extremely grateful to a number of people who have worked and are still working very, very hard for this event. There are too many to list now, but we could not have done it without their assistance. So we want to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of the International Spiritist Medical Association to each and every one of our amazing collaborators. Finally, I thank you all for your attention. And now it is my pleasure to open the program of the first virtual Congress of the International Spiritist Medical Association. Enjoy.